So obviously you're with the ceasefire people, or you're with the, so just kind of explain a little bit about what your position is, just in general.
Basically, I'm one of the 47%. I'm a Vietnam veteran, living on disability, tired of turning on my TV and being traumatized.
Where did you get the 47% from? Is that a...
Oh, that's the allusion to the Mitt Romney remark.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
I'm sucking off the government. No, I live on a...
So, what do you think about one of the bills being heard tomorrow about banning concealed handgun license holders from carrying in schools?
Oh, that's absolutely essential.
Why?
They give Oregon concealed carries like candy. It depends on your sheriff entirely. You don't know who has a gun and who doesn't. And really, in a school, nobody needs to have guns. I live a block from a school. There's police there literally every day.
Okay.
There's at least one squad car, usually 2 or 3. They don't need concealed carry.
But do you think in an instance like Newtown, Clackamas Town Center, anything like that? Well, do you think, so you don't think that somebody who came in, who had a gun beforehand, do you think he could have stopped it, or before he could have killed the children?
No.
Why not? So what do you, why are you worried about people with concealed handgun licenses in schools?
I'm not worried so much about people with concealed carry license in schools. I think they should repeal them.
Do you think they should what?
I don't think that they should be allowed in schools.
Why?
The teachers, I can remember a lot of my teachers. Half of them I would never wanted to have a car. It's just not a good idea.
They're not just talking about teachers though. They're talking about parents, administrators, anything.
Administrators, anyone. People are people.
So if I wanted to say go to a parent-teacher conference and
my question would be, why would you need a gun in school? Why would
look at Newtown? Why wouldn't you? Do you? I'll put it to the simplest. I'd say the most simple argument to that would be it's a constitutional right.
The Constitution.
Do you not like the Constitution?
I love the Constitution. I swore at 17 to defend the Constitution.
So if you swore to defend it, why are you fighting to take it away?
I'm not fighting to take it away. I'm fighting to put proper regulation.
And telling people they can't have guns in certain places.
It's
because they're also trying to do one about the Capitol too. They're trying to say you can't have it in the Capitol. But this is a public building.
I walked in here 2 months ago, and there's literally no security here.
Right.
None.
So you think that people,
why, if they don't need
you have to have your.
Why would you need it in the school?
But you have to have your concealed handgun license to carry here already.
Yeah.
So do you think somebody who goes through all the trouble, the waiting, the background checks, the fingerprints, the pictures, you think those are the people who are gonna cause problems?
No, honestly, no.
No. So why are you fighting to take that away from them?
I'm not fighting.
But you're standing here. It says schools need funds, not guns.
Yep.
So you are fighting though.
No.
So what is your position?
What I want is common sense gun legislation. That's what we
Like
need.
what would that be to you?
To me, 100% background checks. Absolutely. Across the board. In every instance. 100%. To me.
Okay. Is that it?
No.
What other
weapons ban.
Why?
Weapons of war. You don't need weapons of war.
So what do you think about you know AR-15s, AK-47s, whatnot, those type of rifles? If a civilian like you or I were to have them, they call them assault rifles. If the military has them,
assault rifle for 2 tours.
I
know what they do.
Right, I own them. I know what they do too. But when civilians have them, they call them assault rifles. But when the government has them, they call them personal defense weapons.
And when I was in the service, they definitely kept them under lock and key unless I was on the battle.
And so do I. I wouldn't let it out of my sight unless it's in a safe.
They didn't give it to me to keep under lock and key. They kept it under lock and key.
But those are also, you had fully automatic.
They
You had
understand that there are certain things that need regulating, such as assault weapons.
right.
They need regulation.
But
We
you
don't need assault weapons on our streets. We don't need them in our houses. We don't need them.
The so-called
we don't need them.
the so-called assault rifles that you and I are legally allowed to own, they're completely different from the military
If you
rifles.
want a definition, go to the legislatures, have them define it.
But you see, I don't trust them to define it though, because they don't.
Then push your legislature to define it how you like it. But it needs regulation. It needs it.
So banning them completely is not regulation.
It needs regulation. However it's worked out. I don't care about the details. It just needs regulating. It really does. I'm tired of being traumatized. I'm tired of turning on the TV and seeing thousands and thousands of gun deaths every year. It's just
There are more deaths.
It's too much.
There are more
It
deaths
doesn't matter what they're from. If you eliminate this, that's something, isn't it?
Bad
Just
people
a little.
are always going to find a way to do bad
people
things.
are always gonna find
So
a
if
way
you
to
take
do
guns
bad
away, they're going to find a way to commit that crime with a baseball bat, a golf club. Or they are going to get their hands on guns anyway. Laws only apply to people who obey the laws, and criminals don't obey the laws.
And you know what? Our plan is to have.
So you would only be disarming, people who want to defend themselves, not cause
The people
problems.
I know that have guns in their home, my gun, it's not an assault weapon. It's a gun.
Right.
It's just a gun. You don't need
Assault is an action. Assault is an action, not a noun.
Assault is an action, exactly.
A gun cannot
Carry
go.
the signs over to go underneath the canopy. Would you like to help me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, thanks for talking.
Sorry.